Hi, I'm Ava Lynn. Welcome to Buddhism in Life, a peaceful space to learn, reflect, and live with mindfulness. Dear friends, in this relentless pace of life, have you ever felt that vague, persistent anxiety, that fear, often about the future, about things that haven't happened yet, stealing your present peace? The Buddhist path doesn't teach us to run from fear, but to look directly at it with wisdom, transforming anxiety into a powerful force for practice known as diligent effort. The next minutes are an invitation to a journey where we will observe and decode the roots of anxiety, returning to the refuge of peace found right here in this very breath. Where do fear and anxiety truly originate? When you feel restless, is that restlessness happening right now? Most often, we are afraid of what might happen tomorrow, next week, or next year. Our mind gets caught up in a psychological movie directed by ourselves, featuring only the worst-case scenarios. According to Buddhist insight, anxiety is fundamentally the result of attachment, specifically the attachment to the permanence of things. We want our jobs to be stable forever, our relationships to last forever, and our health to be perfect forever. But life does not operate this way. The Buddha taught that everything is impermanent. Impermanence is not a tragedy. It is a universal law. When we try to grasp something that is naturally changing, anxiety is born. It is like holding sand in your fist. The tighter you hold, the faster it slips away. A young monk and an old master were meditating in the forest when they heard a loud noise. The young monk was instantly afraid, thinking it was a wild animal. The old master remained peaceful. The young monk asked, "Master, aren't you afraid?" The master smiled. "My child, are you afraid of the sound, or are you afraid of the idea of what the sound might be?" The sound had already ceased, but the idea of the wild animal persisted. Our fear is often a fear of the idea, not the reality of the present moment. This is where diligent effort is required. How do we escape this horror film created by our own mind? The only way is through the diligent practice of mindfulness. Mindfulness is the act of being fully present in this moment. When you are mindful, your mind cannot simultaneously be in the present and racing toward a fearful future. Fear is the process of the mind abandoning the present, and diligence is the effort to bring the mind back home. Now, let's explore the Buddha's comprehensive map for healing spiritual suffering, the Four Noble Truths. This is a formula for psychological and spiritual recovery, directly applicable to our anxiety. The first truth is suffering, and the second is the cause of suffering. When anxious, we try to avoid or suppress the feeling, but the first truth teaches us to acknowledge it. Say to yourself, "This is the feeling of anxiety. It is present." The second truth points to the cause: craving and ignorance of impermanence. Anxiety is our resistance to the truth of life's change. The third truth is the cessation of suffering. This is our greatest hope. Anxiety can end. A state of deep absolute peace is attainable. The fourth truth is the path leading to that cessation. This is our path of diligent effort, the Noble Eightfold Path. Within the Eightfold Path, right mindfulness is the most direct action of diligent effort against anxiety. Diligence in Buddhism is not about strenuous labor, it is the perseverance in keeping the mind rooted in the present. You do not need to change the outside world to lessen your worry. You only need to diligently change where your mind resides. Whenever the mind attempts to run toward a fearful scenario, diligently pull it back to the breath. This is the bravest act of a practitioner. This is mindful diligence. Washing the dishes, only washing the dishes. Listening, only listening. Anxiety arises, only noting that anxiety has arisen. Mindfulness is a simple, diligent habit we can practice anywhere. The first technique is the 3 emergency breaths. Whenever anxiety spikes, your heart races, your palms sweat, stop for 3 seconds and breathe. Breath 1. Breathe in deeply, knowing you are breathing in. Breathe out slowly, knowing you are breathing out. Breath 2. Breathe in, acknowledging the unease that is present. Breathe out, releasing tension in your body. So breath 3, breathe in, offer a gentle smile to yourself. Breathe out, returning to peace. Once you are anchored to your breath, the next diligent technique is just noting, seeing things exactly as it is without judgment. An anxious mind often says, "I'm terrible, this shouldn't be happening." That is judgment, not observation. Mindful diligence asks you to become a scientist. Practice. When worry arrives, silently label it. This is worry arriving. When a negative thought appears, this is a thought. Do not try to push it away. Simply acknowledge its presence. Like watching a car pass by a window, you note it and let it pass. One of the most powerful acts of diligent effort is transforming energy. Instead of fighting your fear, embrace it with loving kindness. Your fear is a part of you. It is trying to protect you. Practice. Close your eyes and place a hand on your heart. Affirm silently, "I accept this fear. I send loving kindness to myself. May I be safe. May I be free from fear." This act not only calms the mind, but builds confidence in your own resilience. Dear friends, the journey of overcoming anxiety is not about seeking miracles outside, but about uncovering the boundless strength within your own mind. We have seen that anxiety is just an idea created by the mind, and we now hold the map of the Four Noble Truths. and the tools of mindfulness. Remember, every breath is a fresh opportunity. Every moment you are fully present is an act of genuine, diligent effort. Now please take a few final minutes for practice. If you are sitting, sit upright and relax your shoulders. If you are lying down, allow your entire body to rest. Breathe in slowly, breathe out gently. Observe, your body is fully present here in this moment. You do not need to worry about what you have watched or what will happen after this video ends. Simply abide in this moment of stillness. This is the fruit of the diligent effort you have just cultivated. May the seeds of awakening you plant today quickly blossom into peace. May you be well, and may you remain diligent and steady on the path back to mindfulness. Buddhism in life. Learn the Buddha's way. Cultivate humanity.